Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the number one hack in the world of detoxification and regeneration. The colon holds on to everything. As a survival mechanism, the large intestine is designed to reabsorb any nutrients and water that the small intestine has failed to absorb. And so it will hold on to things as long as it can. This causes the buildup of bacteria and toxins in your colon and leads ultimately to constipation. Most of us are chronically constipated, meaning that we are dehydrated. Constipation does not begin in your colon, it begins in your cells. Out of the 37 trillion cells in your body, each one requires a certain amount of water every day. If you don't consume enough water in your foods, meaning raw foods, or drink enough pure demineralized water, meaning distilled water or nano-filtered water, then your body will become dehydrated. This will lead to your intestines becoming dehydrated and the wrong bacteria and toxins building up there. The small intestine in your central abdominal area is actually separated from your colon by your ileum, a small valve that connects these two intestinal tracts. And so the biome or the microbiome, the bacterial composition of your small intestine is separated from your colon. And so the only way to reset it is to flush it out, either from the bottom out or from the top down and out. The buildup of these bacteria and toxins eventually seeps into your bloodstream and spreads to every organ and every cell of your body, leading to skin inflammations, cough, organ intoxication, ultimately leading to all forms of lifestyle disease. By doing an enema or a colonic, you flush your entire digestive system. And so you give your intestines an opportunity to restart the biome back over again. This idea that we need to consume bacteria in the form of probiotics is a myth. There are trillions of bacteria in the air at all times. So whatever you consume is already covered in bacteria. Your biome will naturally rebuild itself within 1 to 2 days. Taking probiotics is not recommended because there is a connection to the formation of small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I have seen this connection over and over again in practice. The use of probiotics are not required or necessary. I actually recommend rather consuming fermented foods such as kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha, kefir, and others. Parasites are unfortunately everywhere. Most parasitic eggs can survive in almost any environment for up to 3 weeks lying on any surface, meaning that if you touch your dog or your cat or you have children, it's likely that the eggs of parasites that are all throughout nature are going to be ingested by you routinely and frequently. Most of us are harboring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multiple parasites at any one point of time, and their eggs are also laid within us. The only thing that causes a parasitic infection to occur is when your immune system becomes weak or when your body's vitality drops, meaning you become overloaded with toxins, your cell walls become weakened, or some part of your body is trying to regenerate itself, some kind of organ system, and the parasites tend to take this opportunity to consume these dead cells or to consume the waste that is accumulating in your body. Flushing your intestines can rid your intestines of a lot of these parasites when you're combining your enema or your colonic with things like baking soda, pine essential oil, tea tree, oregano, peppermint, lavender, chamomile to soothe the intestines. By using a combination of different essential oils, you can effectively eliminate parasites and protect from the toxic secretions or excretions in the process of them dying. We live in a world of excess, meaning that most of us who are middle class or afford a reasonably comfortable lifestyle, have food available at all times. We can go to 24-hour shops, we can go to the daily grocery store 7 days a week. We can consume non-stop. Fasting is a very natural part of our internal mechanisms for promoting health and longevity. And so if you are not committed to a fasting process on a weekly basis or a daily basis, then it's likely you're building up a lot of toxins. And even if you are fasting, most of us consume a lot of cooked foods, mix our foods inappropriately, and so we build up a lot of the unwanted populations of bacteria due to the fermentation process. So because we live in a world of excess, it is a good idea to flush your system, because you can always put more back in. Giving your body a 24-hour break from food or releasing all of the buildup of food in your intestines is a good idea, because it's going to strengthen the connection between your gut and the rest of your body to more properly digest food. And you can always introduce enzymes and things that stimulate the production of natural acids, stomach acids, pancreatic enzymes, bile acids from your liver and your gallbladder. And these are really the systems that are digesting your food, not the bacteria. The bacteria in your gut offer a very small range of nutrients that we can't produce ourselves, but they are not actually breaking down our food for us. Our organs are responsible for that job. The colon offers us direct access to the bloodstream and the rest of the body. Because the colon bypasses the stomach and the small intestine, we can introduce things there that get absorbed straight into the bloodstream and can have a positive effect on the liver, gallbladder, the kidneys, the lungs, the heart, the blood itself, the brain, the lymphatic system, and the nervous system. And so we can deeply detoxify and clean and purify every organ in the body much faster through things like enemas and colonics. The colon is paired with the lungs. The lungs and colon, or large intestine, are paired in Chinese medicine, and this has been proven with modern science, meaning that when you build up toxins and bacteria and inflammation in your colon, it spreads to your lungs and to the parts of the body that the lungs govern. So the lungs govern the throat and the sinuses, and the colon as well. They both together govern the skin. So any condition involving the skin or the sinuses or the throat invariably involves the lungs or the colon. Now, because the colon tends to develop excess conditions, what we call in Chinese medicine damp heat is pretty much its only syndrome. When we eliminate all of the toxins stored in the gut, this relieves the body of the damp heat that it's trying to process and eliminate and purify or separate. So if you're struggling with a sinus or a throat or lung condition or a skin condition, one of the first things you should do is to flush your colon, to flush your system, your large intestine, and relieve your body of these toxins that are spreading to these other organ systems. Flushing your system relieves the burden of the waste that is there on the rest of your body. When you relieve your body of this waste, you allow the blood that is going to your intestines, trying to break down all of these toxins, trying to separate the residual food waste that is there, and you allow the body to redistribute this blood to other parts of the body to do the work of detoxification, healing, and regeneration. If you haven't yet tried doing a colonic or an enema, please reach out and I can give you the guidelines to do this. It may be scary the first time, but right after that, once you have it, there is no fear. It's actually a great process, and you'll find yourself feeling lighter, more energized, and your digestive system will be reset And so you'll have the opportunity to start over again, start again with your digestive system, allow your body to eliminate more waste so that you can obtain the body that you've always been looking for, a state of health, a state of vitality and vibrancy, which you can quickly gain from the right foods. If you're new to detoxification and regeneration, click on the link below to find some free resources or book a free discovery call with me today.